Hey there, everybody, and welcome into another edition of Locked on Astros, a special afternoon edition where we will be talking about Lance McCullers Jr. He takes the mound, will be piggybacked by Spencer Arrigetti. Let's get into it and share with y'all the lineup for today's game.
Jainel Diaz, this is Locked on Astros.
Hello and welcome to Locked on Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Heisman and Brett H-Town Wheelhouse Chansey.
Hey everybody, and welcome to this bonus edition of Locked on Astros. I'm your guy, H-Town Wheelhouse. You know where to find me at H-Town Wheelhouse on X, Instagram, and TikTok at Stros411 on X, on Facebook and Instagram, and on Back to the Bullpen on iHeartRadio, on YouTube. Just wherever you get your podcast, check us out, even on Instagram. So today, Lance McCullers Jr. takes the mound for the first time in a long time, but there are guys that are trying to make the roster. We know Lance McCullers Jr. is on the 40-man. We know he will be here at some point, but before we get any further into this, let's give you the lineup for today. Jose Altuve starting in left field, leading off. Jeremy Pena at shortstop, who's had an amazing spring. Isaac Paredes at third base rounds out your top three. Ben Gamel at DH, Zach DeCenzo, who's still vying for an opening day position, Victor Caratini at catcher, Mauricio Dubon at second, Chas McCormick in right field, and Jake Myers in center field. And, of course, Lance McCullers Jr. is on the mound for the first time in a long time. Now, it is noted that Yordan Alvarez was in this lineup but was scratched due to a jammed thumb, but they fully expect him to play tomorrow. It's nothing serious, just something that happened, I think, in swinging or practice or whatever, but they just announced that on Space City Home Network. Thank y'all for tuning in. Look, man, we love our sponsors and we love the people that give us the dollars and how we pay the bills around here. So let me just tell you in this bonus episode who we are talking about and what our lovely sponsor is. I mean, it could be anyone from FanDuel to just, I almost said just ingredients, but today it is actually Supply House. Check out Supply House today if you are a pro at whether it's HVAC, electrical, or anything in the contracting world. You can order your plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies at supplyhouse.com. Use promo code S-H-5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Lance McCullers Jr. is back. He is on the mound, and I know a lot of people are weary, and I know I haven't just kind of been a little tongue-in-cheek sometimes, been a little harsh on the man, but I do know that Lance McCullers has been fighting his way back, and he deserves to be applauded. He deserves to be celebrated today. And we hope that when he comes out, I'm hearing that he is only going to pitch one inning, but we will have to see. Of course, what I will be doing is we will not be hearing any audio. I will not be showing any graphics from the game. I will simply be talking about what's going on in the inning, looking at the way Lance is pitching, looking at his pitch shapes, seeing what I see, seeing what I like, what I don't like. And then I'll stay on a little bit longer after Lance pitches, and we thank y'all for tuning in. 46 of y'all here for a surprise show. Sorry, this wasn't planned in advance. I was just, sitting here thinking I'm on spring break. I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling out. The weather's beautiful outside, so I might as well check it out. So Lance McCullers Jr. is on the mound, and the game has begun. So again, this is the first time we've seen Lance in live game action, and it's great to have him back. He is wearing the drip. His first two pitches, he's throwing her a ball. Second pitch was a little high, and it looks like he just needs to get in a little bit of rhythm. Hopefully he can drip some strikes into the strike zone like his cleats are. And it looks like he's got 3 straight balls for his first 3 pitches back. But look, man, 2015, he had to 2021, he had 119 starts with a 45-30 record. But in his since then 8 starts, a 4-2 record. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, MMA? How you doing, sir? Thank you all for tuning in. 24 straight curves against the Yankees. That is correct. Yes, sir. So it's a 3-1 count right now. Oh, he brings it back down and he comes back. So he was in a 3-0 hole really quick. He comes back with 2 quick strikes against CJ Abrams. Abrams is a former top prospect with the Padres, was in that trade for Juan Soto. And it looks like Lance McCullers' first batter he faces grounds out to none other than Doug DeCenzo. Caratini is catching right now, Mr. Reyes. So we're in between batters, so he gets his first batter on 6 pitches. Here is today's lineup for the Astros: Altuve, Pena, Paredes, Ben Gamble, Zach DeCenzo, Victor Caratini, Mauricio Dubon, Chas McCormick, and Jake Myers, with Lance McCullers Jr. on the mound. So after CJ Abrams, he's going to face Dylan Cruz, the #1 draft pick out of LSU. This kid is a highly touted future star in the making of major leagues, and a ball gets away from him on the right-handed batter, and he plunks Dylan Cruz. Doesn't look happy about it. It looks like he lost grip of the baseball. So yeah, that hurt. If y'all ever been to a Texas A&M game, it's like, ouch, ouch, every step the guy takes. Maybe the Aggies need to bring their crowd to spring training. That would be fun. So we got one on with Dylan Cruz on, and then we have our third batter up in the inning. He starts off the first at bat with a strike, and he is now facing Josh Bell. Josh Bell is a guy that the Astros were talking about possibly bringing over a couple different times and never bit the bullet on him. He's been somewhat of an average to above average first baseman. He's got a solid bat. And what do you know? Lance McCullers Jr. faces him. And he was going to get him in a double play, but there was I don't know if it was the Pena throw or the DeCenzo relay catch that dropped the ball, but DeCenzo drops the ball as they try to turn the double play. So there's 2 out and 1 on. Josh Bell is safe because of an error. So he probably won't get that hit. I have to look at that replay real quick, but it looks like Jeremy Pena threw the ball a little bit off target. Oh, interesting. Oh, that was El Garcia that was at the plate. I'm sorry. Now we have Josh Bell up. Now we have Josh Bell not okay. So Garcia was up. Josh Bell is up now, and we'll see what happens. I think you guys, I might be a little bit behind where you guys are, so you'll just have to bear with me. 11 pitches so far in this first inning for Lance McCullers, and he goes to 12 pitches there. So in this first inning, we will see how many pitches he accrues to get the 3 outs. The green caps are great. I like the green caps. I like the embossed 4-leaf clovers on the caps. I just haven't gotten one. If anyone wants to donate, I will take it. Oh, look at this. Josh Bell with a line drive to shortstop, Brent Wheelhouse Chansey. I wonder who that is. What's up, man? Is this possibly the ghost account of Brian Lima? Brent Wheelhouse Chansey. I don't know who this is. Maybe it's David Canfield. It's got to be someone jacking with me. But yes, nice play by Jeremy Pena. Well, there you go. Congrats to Lance on getting out of the inning and pitching well. Hope he feels great about this outing and that he feels great tomorrow as well. That is really the question. The question isn't how did you do today? The question is how will you feel tomorrow? So the real questions that will be asked and that will need to be answered is what comes tomorrow and how he feels. And while we're at it, why don't we talk about some of our friends here at Monarch Money? Let's get a word from them because you know what? When it comes to money, we could all use a little help, right? Let's talk about Monarch Money in between innings. Thank y'all for tuning in to Locked On Astros. Go to monarchmoney.com and use the code LOCKEDONMLB for 50% off your first year. Are you tired of going to your bank account, or have you ever done this where you go and you're like, where did my money go? With the online and the entertainment, you kind of lose track. Well, Monarch Money comes in as your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. It isn't just a budgeting app, it's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, spending in one place, so you stop just managing your money and you start building wealth. Well, that's right. When you start using Monarch Money, you'll realize just how much you are spending on food delivery and so many things, and start budgeting right. It has an all-in-one convenience. You don't have to go to 50 different apps. It's all right there. And it helps managing money with your partner even smoother, because we know in relationships, money is the number one thing that causes tension. And to break that tension down, go ahead and check out Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year today. All right, and we are back to the game, and we've got, again, Altuve, Pena, Paredes, Gamble, DeCenzo, Caratini, Dubon, McCormick, and Myers. Jose Altuve is up to bat, and he has got 1 ball and 2 strikes in the count right now, facing Williams. That's right, Trevor Williams. In 3 starts this spring, 8 1/3 innings, a 4.32 ERA with a 1.44 WHIP. It looks like the ball was a little bit outside. Altuve checked his swing. He got the call, so it's 2-2, even count. He's batting 185 on the season with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. And called out on strikes. Thank you, Mr. Garza. Now, don't be spoiling the fun for me now. Brett autocorrect, and no, I'm just a fan. Oh, okay, you're just a fan. Well, hey, Brent. Well, I've got people that call me Brent Chansey, on the regular, or as the kids say, on the regs. Dude, but let me tell you, man, Jeremy Pena's looking good at the plate. If he can continue what he's doing right now in the spring, then it's going to be great. A 444 average and a 444 on base percentage. Oh, Trevor Williams got some good movement on his pitches right now. He fooled Altuve. He got Jeremy Pena to chase, not necessarily out of the zone, but it's a little low, and he got out in front of it. So not very good swings on the baseballs, or swings at all, for the first 2 batters. But Williams looks like he's dealing early in this spring training game. And look, it is the 18th. On the 27th, we have opening day, so we're 9 days away. So how are y'all doing? How's everybody's St. Patrick's Day? I hope everybody's well and excited for the season. And we will be finalizing our details for the Astros, the Locked On Astros trip. I believe we're going to do the Seattle game in May, on May 24th. So stay tuned for the details on that. Trevor Williams looking good, man. He's getting his breaking pitches moving. They're starting about midway through the zone and dropping right out of the zone as they get to the batter, creating a lot of swing and miss, creating some pop-ups. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count on Isaac Paredes. But, Williams is going to do that. He is your consummate professional. He is a guy that has a solid resume. And he's one of the guys that, for the Nationals, that if their young guys can hit, he can come out and help them win some games and surprise some teams in a very tough NL East. Isaac Paredes, though, had oh, man. See, it's funny. I'm very critical of, announcers that overreact to hits while they're watching the game. I almost overreacted to a pop fly. I went full Carlos Gomez on that pop fly. It was actually a line drive. So anyways, but yeah, hey, if y'all got any questions, send them my way. This is going to be purely on YouTube. I'm not going to put this on audio. It would make no sense to put it on audio. Yes, I am excited as well, Chris, for Walker and for Paredes. I do hope that they ball out as well. Oh, hey, something I'll let y'all know about this next Friday, or next Saturday. I'm going to be in Friendswood, and if you go to my Instagram account, you'll see me promoting it. There's a local card show that is actually going to be free, and I'm going to have cards that I'm going to be selling. Got a Billy Wagner minor league card. Some of my lower end stuff. Got my Nolan Ryan here. I'll definitely have some. Look at this, a Billy Wagner 2000. Got some Joe Morgan. I'll have an Ethan Petco signature card. I found a Brennan Rodgers rookie, Isak Paredes rookie. So look, I'll have some of that stuff. Come by, see my booth, man. I've got some pretty good stuff. I got some neat things that we'll be throwing out there. I'll even have a Bobby Witt that I am peddling on the floor as well. So Bobby Witt Jr. and some sort of high end stuff. So come by. It is going to be in Friendswood. It's going to be here. I'll give y'all the address real quick. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, I've posted it. But it is in Friendswood, and it is on March 22nd, 416 Morningside Drive in Friendswood, Texas, from 11 to 4 p.m. From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., I'll have a table. Y'all come check it out. All right. Well, here comes Spencer Arrigetti. We're cooking spaghetti for Arrigetti, and maybe again this year. Did y'all like that? Now I have a question for y'all. If we do cooking spaghetti for Arrigetti, should Eric put corn in his spaghetti or not? I tend to think that the corn in the spaghetti was what lost Spencer the game. I actually told Spencer Arrigetti about doing that. I didn't tell him about the corn incident, about Eric putting corn in there, but oh, this is spaghetti. That's right, man. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kyber Ruiz, a once highly touted catching prospect for the Dodgers. I believe came over in a trade with the Nationals when they traded, I believe, Turner and Scherzer. But man, I love what Spencer Arrigetti's been doing. Yeah, no corn. Man, Stormbum, I've never heard of corn in the spaghetti. He swears up and down that it's a Kansas City thing, but everyone I know in Kansas City has said they haven't heard of that. So I guess we will see. Yes, CS, corn in the spaghetti. I'm not lying. I wanted to cancel the show that day, but we didn't. Eric said it was good, but I didn't try any, so I better be careful because I think I'm going to his house for brisket later. Nice. Spencer Arrigetti filling the strike zone with a looping cutter into the zone where it just looked nasty. And I'll have you know that we got some hot takes coming up. Now, let me encourage you. Please do not. I really want to get some videos in on this. I want you to, and I'm gonna make this a ticker. Okay, I want y'all to go to Locked On Astros. Let me take it out of caps. You need to go to Locked On Astros at gmail.com. Send in your video Astros hot takes. All you have to do, use your phone. It's easy. Okay. Oh, we got almost a hit, and woohoo! What a snag. What a snag by the third baseman. Look at that. Isak making the play. So here you go. Locked on Astros at gmail.com. I've got one video hot take. I've got a couple in text typed. I don't want it typed. I want you to record it on your phone, and I want you to send it to me so I can hear your hot takes. And look, if it's good enough, I'll even put it in a YouTube short and you can become famous. How's that sound? So send in your hot takes to lockedonastros at gmail.com. We got 2 outs, 1 strike, 9 pitches in to Arrigetti's piggyback start. Lance McCullers Jr. did a great job. Whoa! Got him with the big whiffa. That's right. Jose Tena was like, can I have that wind back, sir? Creating some wind power energy. Man, Arrigetti on the mound looks good. This kid's confident. He's going to have a big year. My guy, Corbin, has a prediction about him, and I will share that with y'all once I get the video rendered up to make it playable for the show. So again, y'all have any questions? Let me know what you want to know about the Houston Astros or what's going on in the Astros world. All right, there you go. He got 3 outs. That was easy. That was so easy. Where do I send my right there on the screen? LockedOnAstros@gmail.com. LockedOnAstros@gmail.com. That's where you send it. Okay. It's right there scrolling on your screen. Do you see it? Mom Spaghetti is in service. Dang, he said Mom Spaghetti. Mom Spaghetti is crazy. I had to record them in XD. Wait, XD meaning like stuff's gonna be flying at us? Wow. I think they moved Chaz back to center field. Eminem has left the chat. What? Slim Shady was here? Wait, where was Eminem? Was he in here? Oh man, did I miss Eminem? Anyways, I don't think they're taking Jake Myers out of center field, if I'm being honest. I don't think it. Yeah, Storm Bum, send it to us. Oh, I get it. Mom Spaghetti. My bad. My bad. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Slow on the rap reference. My bad, dog. Oh, you recorded in 4K. Hey, dude. It's all good, man. Send it. Send it in. Don't hesitate. Let it create major panic. Okay, look, people are freaking out about this jammed thumb, okay? So Jordan Alvarez was scratched. Alvarez jammed his right thumb in pregame BP on Sunday. He played the game, but the thumb was sore today, so the Astros are resting him today, and they plan to play him tomorrow, Joe Espada said. I'm not worried about Jordan Alvarez. People just trying to get clicks on here on X. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. My son-in-law's father is from Sicilian. He was, oh, look at this. Turn your phone to landscape.
Yep. Oh, there it goes.
There you go. Look at this guy. Eric, we were just talking about corn and spaghetti. How it's a really bad choice.
Talking about who?
The corn that you put in spaghetti.
Oh, come on, dude. Let it go. It's been how many years?
Well, Spencer, no, it was last year. It was Spencer Arrigetti's rookie year. But hey, I don't know if you saw it. It looked good. What'd you think?
Hold on. AirPods. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah. What did you think about? Oh, he's gone. And Eric is this guy kills me. No, Corbin, how about Eric catch up? This is total chaos right now. Let's see what Lance is saying.
All right. Can you hear me now?
I could hear you the first time.
All right. So it sounds like Lance McCullers did really good job. He's sitting around 93 miles per hour. I wasn't watching. I was outside trying to smoke this brisket I'm making. But overall, how did his command look?
Well, he started out with three balls, but then he quickly corrected it and came back. He ended up, getting a ground out as first batter. And then he got a couple more outs after that. He performed well. He was, 1 inning pitched, no runs, no hits, no walks, no strikeouts. And he threw, let's see how many pitches did he throw? He didn't say how many pitches he threw. He had 2 ground outs. But I didn't get his pitch count. I think it was around 14 or 15. So he looked good.
So is he out already?
Oh yeah, he's out. Spaghetti's on the mound. That's why your spaghetti came up.
Okay.
So
I'm making brisket right here. So
nice. All right, I'll be over after the show.
Yeah. So I think Arrigetti's in for a big breakout year, and I think that the Astros, Hunter Brown, he was actually named the number 2 starter today, so that's a pretty cool thing. I don't know who else would be the number 2 starter, so it does make
Yeah,
sense.
the only other guy would be Arrigetti, right? And I don't think they were going to bump Arrigetti. But Zach DeCenzo continues to swing a hot bat. We're going to see what he does in this at bat here. But Trevor Williams is on the mound right now for the Nationals. He's throwing really well.
So offensively, since I can't look on the phone, what's going on? Who's in the lineup, and overall, what's going on so far?
Yeah, so here is the lineup. I'm glad you asked because we have a lineup, sir, right here. Altuve, Pena, Paredes, Ben Gamel, DeCenzo, Caratini, Dubon, McCormick, and Myers. Jordan was scratched earlier because of a sore thumb from Sunday. So they were off yesterday and they wanted him to sit one day today. He'll be back in the lineup tomorrow.
Yeah, he stayed in the game that day, but he woke up a little bit sore today. So he should be back in the lineup. But yeah, this is precautionary. It doesn't matter. Spring training games don't matter. So I don't think it's a big deal at this point. But I think that if this was a regular season game or they're trying to fight for the playoffs, he'll be in here. But why try to play him in a game that doesn't really matter?
Yeah, exactly. So Zach DeCenzo, I'm a little behind on the broadcast, but he actually gets on. He gets a double, which is nice. Cam Smith, someone's asking if he'll get some at bats today. He's a reserve on the bench, meaning that he can be inserted into the game. So I'm pretty sure that even though Cam Smith didn't start, that he's going to get some at bats at some point today, since they had the day off yesterday. So that, I believe, is the plan.
Yeah, I know there's less than 10 days left before opening day, so they're still trying to decide whether he's going to be on the opening day roster. I know DeCenzo's making a pretty good case. I know yesterday we had Patrick Crichton on, and he said that you do not rush somebody like Cam Smith up. He's only had 134 professional at-bats. You don't really rush a guy like that, but at the same time, he's making it very hard for the Astros to make that decision. And so at this point, DeCenzo, he's done everything he can do to prove that he belongs. So I think it's just up to the Astros to make the decision. It's Chas McCormick, A. He's not going down. He's not going down AAA. He's going to be a reserve. If, let's say, McCullers gets off to a bad – not McCullers. Myers gets off to a bad start, then he may take over the center field. But you want to put your best team out there, and if that's Cam Smith, that's Cam Smith.
Yeah, that's Cam Smith. Now, one of the things I think also makes it tough, too, is Zach DeCenzo is making a heck of a case. Jalen Johnson says, I've seen enough. Zach needs to be on the opening day roster. And I actually put a YouTube short. Y'all have to go check it out, of Patrick talking to us about what would it look like if you had both Zach DeCenzo in left field and Cam Smith in right. You got two new guys out there in the outfield with Jake basically taking on center field. So who knows what lineup they're going to go with. I mean, they actually did make some minor league moves today, Eric. I don't know if you saw them.
Wickham went down, and
a
couple others.
Yeah. I'll share with y'all the list right here. Cesar Salazar, Nick Hernandez, Shea Wickham were option. Caleb Ort will throw BP on Thursday. Garcia will throw live BP on Thursday. Walker, someone broke into your vehicle. Walker is expected to play in a game over the weekend, and obviously McCullers is throwing the inning today. So there you go on the updates of what's going on. So DeCenzo got on second, and our next batter up, we got Caratini. We obviously know Diaz is the starting catcher. Caratini is the second guy. They obviously aren't carrying three catchers, but you wonder, is there going to come a point where Cesar Salazar is going to be called up, to be a catcher on this roster? I mean, probably going to have to take an injury to do it, but is he someone that also, does he garner any trade value at all?
I don't think so, because Caratini is a free agent after the season, and you don't want to lose somebody like that. Now, if they re-sign Caratini and then they decide to trade him, yes, I would think that Caratini is the key. If they decide to retain him, that's a different story. But I think that Cesar Salazar is the backup to the backup right now. But I think his value is high. I just saw a note that McCullers plans to pitch again on Sunday, I believe. So he'll probably go a little bit deeper into this game. But
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the first time that he's pitched in quite a while. So the Astros did not want to rush it.
Yeah, I know. The only picture I could find of him was pitching with that 60-year patch on the side of his head. So
Yeah.
it has been a while for Lance McCullers Jr., but nonetheless, it's good to see him out there because, Eric, if he can be healthy
Mhm.
and if he can contribute, that only helps. Oh, are you bragging about your wall from Minute Maid Park?
Yeah, this is actually a wall from Towles Hill. I purchased it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. My wife won't let me take it inside, so I was trying to put it up. I might, when Brett comes over, I might have him help me put it up, but I don't know what to do with it otherwise. But it's been in my
Well,
garage, and
I
I'm
mean,
like,
I'll buy it from you. I just can't pay full price for it.
so we'll see. But I'm trying to organize my garage.
Here's the
That's what,
deal, Eric. I'll find a place for it here in my house, and it will
okay.
still be yours, but it'll be mine. It'll be mine on loan. It'll be like a museum. You know how like when someone has artifacts that they give to a museum, it'll be on loan. I'm
Okay.
serious. I mean, I'm not gonna do it.
So I
I'm
get
not
my
gonna
house and I get a man cave. So
do what until you get
until
your house and you get a man cave. Yes.
yes, I
Well,
so
my entire home is a man cave. Well, hey, Eric, this has been fun, guys and girls. I think we're gonna probably wrap it up right here. This has been fun. This has been kind of cool little thing that I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Eric's like, all right, I'll show up. Send in your hot takes to lockedonastros@gmail.com, your videos. Make sure there's no foul language. Make sure you can clearly see them and make sure that they're entertaining because we want to show you on YouTube. So, Eric, you got any closing thoughts?
no, the Astros have scored. Guys, thank you for making this first listen. Apple, Odyssey, Spotify. Go ahead and check us out, and we will see you tomorrow. And go Stros.
Go Stros. Nice.
That's my line. Just kidding.
Drive by Eric. I'll be over in a second to eat.
Okay.